Welcome back to the 12 Days of Christmas Cookie series. We're on number 6, Funfetti Christmas Cookies. These are super easy to make, so grab your kids, grab your grandkids, no electric mixers needed, totally safe for the young ones from start to finish, so let's get started. First things first, we need 1 box of cake mix, 1/3 of a cup of vegetable oil, and 2 eggs. 1, 2. We're going to mix this up by hand until the majority of the cake mix has been mixed in. Next goes in 2 tablespoons of holiday sprinkles. Give that a good mix in. I did decide to add in a dash more. It's the holidays after all. It's important these cookies are Christmas festive through and through. Next we need our trusty baking sheet lined with parchment paper. Grab your handy dandy cookie scooper. This one even says on the front that it's about 1.5 tablespoon size cookie scooper. Scoop out your dough and roll it into a ball with your hands. Keep in mind this dough is not nearly as firm as regular cookie dough, so when you go to roll your dough, roll it lightly between your hands and be extra gentle. You are going to want to space your cookies at least 2 inches apart. I have a nice big cookie sheet, so I was extra generous for my spacing. For the next step, grab a measuring cup. I'm using a 1 cup measure here. Rub the bottom with a little dough so it's tacky and then tap it down into some flour. Then take it over to your cookie and gently press it down to about 1/4 inch. And because we floured the bottom of our measuring cup, it should pop right off. For our final step, we need mini chocolate M&Ms, specifically the red and green minis. Unfortunately, from a bag this size, you're only going to get about this many red and green minis. At the time of filming this video, most of my local grocery stores didn't have their Christmas candy out. My husband was kind enough to fish out the right colors for me while I did other things in the kitchen. At first he asked me, "Are you serious?" Oh, you betcha. Take your minis and place them on top of your cookies, arrange them how you'd like, and then gently press them down into the tops of each cookie. Now they're not going to stick to the cookie at this stage, but after they've spent some time in the oven, they'll stick like they should, so not to worry. Into the oven at 350 degrees for 8 minutes. And here they are, fresh from the oven and still a little poofy on top. The dome will level out slightly as they cool. Here, I'll place one that's completely cooled right next to it so you can see the difference. Very slight difference, but still wanted to mention it. Please note that these cookies are very delicate out of the oven and shouldn't be moved right away. Let them cool right where they are, and then once you think they're ready, you can move them to a cooling rack if you so choose. Let's break one in half real quick. Nice and soft, very festive throughout the cookie. If you prefer a slightly stiffer, crunchier cookie, tack on an additional 3 minutes on the bake time. If you've enjoyed today's video, then check back tomorrow. We're right in the middle of our 12 Days of Christmas Cookie series, and you don't want to miss out. I'll see you all tomorrow.